What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a little bit of a different video for you. If you've been here before, you're probably used to like my grocery haul videos and my recipes and things like that. But one of the things that I absolutely love in life is the Sephora spring sale. So I am going to go over all of the products that I would 100% recommend during the Sephora spring sale, and then also what's in my cart, the things on my wish list, what I want to purchase during the Sephora spring sale. I have a few things that I wanted to talk about first before we jump into the actual product recommendations. Let me first just give you a little bit of information in case you haven't shopped the Sephora spring sale before. So for the Sephora collection, so the Sephora collection products themselves, all of them will be 30% off, and that runs from April 5th all the way through April 15th. If you happen to be a Sephora Rouge member, you get 20% off all items sold at Sephora. I'm sure there's some exclusions, so look that up. Also from April 5th through April 15th. So you get first access because you're a Rouge member, and you get 20% off. And then the Sephora collection items are 30% off. If you are a Sephora VIB member, then your sale starts on April 9th and runs through the 15th, and you get 15% off. And last but not least, if you're a Beauty Insider, your sale also starts on April 9th, but you only get 10% off, and it runs until April 15th. Now, here's the thing. Beauty Insider, the one for 10% off, you don't have to do anything special for that. Anybody can sign up, and it's absolutely free. The next two tiers, the VIB and the Rouge, they're based on how much you spend with Sephora. So it does take a little while to get to that level. One thing I do want to know is if you do happen to have a friend that is a Rouge member, they usually are provided a one-time link that they can provide to a friend where they can share the early access and the 20% off. So if you happen to have a friend that you know shops at Sephora a lot and might be a Rouge member, you could check with them to see if they'd be willing to share the code. But they're only given one code, so if you take it from them, make sure you actually use it so it's not wasted on you. The other thing that I want to mention, and I promise I'm not mentioning this for referral reasons, okay? It's just something I always forget myself and then I kick myself after. So just in case, I want to bring it up to you. There's a website called Rakuten, and if you go on their website, you can actually click on the Sephora site through their website, and then you will get a cashback reward for shopping through Rakuten for the Sephora sale. So if you're doing a lot of spending because of the fact that you're trying to take advantage of the sale, that would be a great way to earn a little bit back and feel a little bit better about it. And like I said, I did not bring it up for referral purposes, but I do have a referral link that I'll leave down below. Otherwise, if you just Google Rakuten, you can see what the benefits are of the program. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to bring up is one of the ways that I like to take advantage of the Sephora sale is I head over to their value and gift set section on their website, because most of the products, you're going to get that discount 10, 15, 20% off of the regular price. However, their value sets are already kind of discounted because they put it together in a little package for you. So you're already having a savings because of the fact that it's packaged up, and then you can get the discount on top of it. So before you grab single products, make sure you go over to the gift sets. There's a lot of really great ones in there. Like there's ones if you want to try Olaplex for the first time. Glow Recipe is one that I really love. Laneige, which is like the lip masks. And you could even get a head start on Christmas shopping and things like that. So there is an entire section of gift sets, and there's usually really good values to be found in there. Plus you can get the discount. Okay, so that's everything that I wanted to talk about before we hop into the actual product recommendations and also what's in my cart. I am hitting you guys with only my Holy Grail products. These are the ones that I think are worth the splurge with Sephora. I love drugstore products, so if I'm mentioning a product, it's because I haven't found something that would replace it, and I think that it's worth getting specifically through Sephora during this sale. So I'm going to separate it into categories. First up is going to be makeup. Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation is my Holy Grail foundation. This is the one that if anybody asked me what foundation to purchase, I would 100% recommend this one. It's worth mentioning I have light to medium skin tone. You can probably tell that from this video. I'm usually like the very last light medium. So I'm right before medium. And then during the summer, if I have a tan, I'm the very first color of medium. I also have pretty dry skin, so I generally gravitate towards more of like a dewy, natural finish foundation. But I'm super picky and I don't like it to be like disco ball glowing. So the Shiseido, to me, it just is the perfect foundation. It is a little bit pricey, so that's why I always grab it during the Sephora sale. The next one is complete Holy Grail for me. I have not been able to find a drugstore dupe for it, and that's the NARS Laguna 02 is the shade that I get. bronzing cream. It's very easy to work with. So if you're intimidated by cream products, please give this one a try. It's very blendable, very forgiving. A little goes a long way. So even though it is on the pricier side, I've had it now for like a year and I'm nowhere near using up the product. And I use it almost every single day. It just gives you a very natural sun-kissed look to it. I love the tone of it. It's not too orangey. It's not too cool. So it doesn't like get ashy on your skin. It's a very, very complimentary and neutral shade. So I absolutely love that product so much. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Shiseido eyelash curler. This is ridiculous. Okay. I have tried a lot of drugstore lash curlers and this is the only one that curls my lashes and keeps the curl for a good amount of time. My lashes just go flat pretty quick, but the Shiseido one gives me the best chance. Okay, next up is the Tarte Maracuja Lip Balm. I have not found a dupe of this one. It's a very hydrating, very glossy without feeling sticky lip balm. I just think it's like the perfect formula. I personally have like a berry shade in it, but I want to just go out and buy all of the shades. We're going to talk about a little bit more in what's in my cart section, but they just recently released like a shimmery one, so I'm going to grab one of those as well. The next one is another holy grail for me. This is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to wear a full coverage foundation and you like more like a CC cream or a tinted moisturizer, I think the Ilia is so amazing. I have incredibly red skin. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it in my Get Ready With Me. My skin is very, very red. The Ilia Super Serum is like the perfect summer foundation because it doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation, but it covers your redness. So if you have a sunburn or if you're just blessed with red cheeks like I am, it does a really great job of coverage without feeling very cakey. It is pricey, so I think it's worth grabbing during the sale when you can get a discount on it. The next one is an OG of mine. I have tried so many other setting sprays and the only one that performs is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I try to look for when they have like a 2-pack during these sales, but right now I only see the single version. It's a very hydrating spray. It doesn't like make your face too matte. It just sets the makeup, keeps it there. I go to Disney constantly, like constantly during the summer months and stuff, and my makeup, it moves. Like, let's be real, it's makeup, it's gonna move, but I think the all-nighter makes it stay as much as possible. And even when I was working and wearing a mask and things like that, back during those days, the Urban Decay did a great job at like keeping it so my mask wasn't rubbing off all of my makeup all the time. The next two products are from Hourglass and it's their, I think it's called like Ambient Lighting, both their blush and their bronzer. I don't know what they put in the formula on those things, but it makes your face just look so flawless. I have recently been only doing cream products on my face, so I haven't been using the powder bronzers that much, but on those days where I do like a full face of makeup and everything, I don't know, something about both of those products, they just give this like luminous glow to the skin. It's just phenomenal. I love when they have the palettes where you can get a variety of different shades with theirs, but I'll link down below my two favorite shades for both the bronzer and the blush. It's something I would recommend 100 times because it does something. It gives you such a beautiful goddessy glow to the skin. It's wild. All right, so I did pretty good. I think I flew through that makeup section, which I thought I was going to talk too long. Next up, I'm going to be talking about skincare. Now, here's the thing. Skincare, I used to go buck wild with Sephora because I used to not be able to find like drugstore dupes for a lot of skincare. So I only have 3 things to talk about skincare wise through Sephora's sale, but these are ones that I would 100% recommend. The first one is a mighty investment. It's a mighty investment, but I promise this is my holy grail skincare product. This is the one that if I could have nothing else besides moisturizer, this is the one that I would want to have. And it's the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Night Serum. You guys, most of the time with skincare, you have to use it repeatedly and consistently over a period of time, at least like 10 days plus before you start to see benefits and results from skincare. This night serum from Drunk Elephant, if I go out of stock on it for a while, like let's say I'm waiting for a sale and I haven't had it for a few weeks, when I start using it again, when I pick it back up, I notice an immediate difference the very next day. I have dry skin and I have textured skin, and I also have large pores. It helps with my pores, completely helps with my texture. My texture the very next morning is completely different, and it helps with the dryness like crazy. So I usually use that and like an oil and a nice moisturizer at night, and I swear my skin feels like, I don't even know, just amazing. And you don't feel like a glazed donut with it either. It's just a very lovely serum. I spent way too much time talking about that one product, but if there's one thing I would recommend during the sale, it's grabbing that one. The next one that I want to talk about is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner. I am obsessed with this toner. It's a toner, but toner to me always sounded like something that was like that astringent type where it's like gonna, dry you out. But this toner is not that. It is incredibly hydrating. Every time I use it, I feel like I am at a spa. It has a light watermelon scent to it, so it just feels like very fresh, very spring, very summer. I don't know, something about it, and my skin just like soaks it up in the best way. I can wear it under makeup. It's very light, and this is one of the products that if you look in the value set, if you're not sure about getting like a full size of it, Glow Recipe was represented in the value and gift set, so you could go and see if that product is with another one, and you can kind of get a discount and just try the product out first to make sure you like it as much as I do. Okay, and then the very last one in skincare, this one is called the Topicals Like Butter Mask. It's actually created for people with eczema. That's like advertised directly on there, so anybody who has really dry skin like I do, this is right up our alley. I don't even know how to explain this. It's a lotion, but it feels like a serum at the same time, and they call it a mask. I don't know. To me, it was light enough to wear it under makeup during the day, but it was really great at night to put it on, and then in the morning, I could seriously tell a difference when it came to the hydration in my skin. So that is one that I would definitely recommend picking up during the sale if you happen to have dry skin or just any issues where you need extra moisturizer. Next up, I want to talk fragrance. I'm going to be going buck wild on fragrance during the sale, so we'll have more to talk about in the what's in my cart section. But the two fragrances that I want to talk about that I've previously purchased myself, the first one is YSL Black Opium. This is one of my favorite scents ever, and it is a very it's not my style. Like, it's not my personality. It is not my vibe. I take on an entirely new personality when I'm wearing this perfume. Does that happen to you? Do you turn into a completely different person? Because this is like, the Black Opium is like, your name is Lola and you are a night prowler. You're going out on the town and you're hanging out with your friends and you're having girls' night and you're drinking like cosmopolitans and you're basically in Sex and the City. That is the personality of the person wearing this perfume. It is not my personality, but I'm obsessed with it. So that one I would 100% recommend if you're looking kind of for a date night vibe. Now, the one that Sephora is currently selling is a green edition, and it apparently has more like citrus notes in it to make it more daytime friendly. So that's one of the ones that I want to pick up during the sale because I'd be curious to see what the daytime vibe is like. But the original is also amazing if you want date night vibes. The next one that I want to talk about is Kayali Deja Vu White Flower. Listen, there has not been a Kayali perfume that I have purchased that I did not fall in love with, but that white flower one, that is on a new level, okay? I am obsessed with the scent on that one. It's very floral. It's called White Flower, but it's like that gardenia, jasmine-y vibe. It feels like you're walking in Hawaii. Like, it just so good. Those are my two fragrance picks that I think are worth picking up. Okay, now we're gonna get into hair. So for hair, I have very curly hair. I know that like it looks like it's straight up here and everything, but my hair is incredibly curly and it is very dried. I color it, so I have to be cautious with damaging it and things like that. And it's obviously pretty long. It's on the longer side. So hair is something that I've spent a lot of time locking down a really good routine on. And these products that I'm about to talk about are ones that I would 100% back no matter what. If you're only going to pick up one hair product during this little spiel of mine, this is the top recommendation of mine, and that's the Color Wow Supernatural Spray. There's a very long name to it, So everything will be linked down below so you can, and I have it like nicely categorized by links and everything. Basically, if you've ever had like a Brazilian blowout or like a keratin treatment in your hair, this is like an express version at home. So you spray it in your hair, you make sure to saturate your hair, and then you use some type of tension. So whether you're going to use a rolling brush or like one of your, one of those like hair brushes, hair blow dryer brush things that we'll talk about in a second, some type of tension to pull your hair. And then your hair, I live in Florida, so I'm dealing with humidity. I can go out to Disney parks and yes, my hair does pick up frizz, but nothing like it used to, nothing. So this kind of like locks in a smoothing treatment basically for your hair, and it lasts until you wash your hair again. Just so good, worth grabbing during the sale. The next thing that I want to talk about is Olaplex products. So right now, if you've never used Olaplex before, they are my top recommendation when it comes to shampoo, conditioner, even like they have a moisturizing hair mask, they have serums for their hair, they have a volumizing hair mist, they have so many different products. Right now on Sephora's website, they have an Olaplex discovery set. And so it has little versions of all of the Olaplex products at a discounted price. I'd recommend grabbing it if you've never used Olaplex. Try out the different products, see what differences they make, and then go ahead and purchase the larger size later. So good, so good. But specifically, if I could only pick, I'd be OG and just go with their shampoo and conditioner. If you can only pick a couple things and don't want to try the discovery, I love their shampoo and conditioner. The shampoo specifically is very unique to me. It's very silky. It goes a long way. It suds up really, really well without feeling like drying. And then the very last recommendation that I have for hair care is the Shark Flex Style. If you've been here before and you saw my Get Ready With Me video, I showed you guys how I use my Shark Flex Style. I'll link the video down below. Okay, I used to be the type of person, I never did my hair. My hair just barely got brushed. It would be up in a messy bun. And when I say messy, I don't mean aesthetically messy. I mean frizzy, crazy nonsense, knots everywhere, looking like a train wreck. That's what I mean when I say messy bun. I'm not talking cute. But when I got that Shark Flex Style, it was an investment. That thing is an investment, but I said, since it's an investment, that'll motivate me to actually have my life together. I do my hair about twice a week now, and it lasts in between. So it goes like 4 days, and I can just brush my hair out, do a couple money pieces, and my hair still looks put together. Obsessed with that thing. It is an investment. I get it, but that's why I would recommend picking it up during this sale. Worth mentioning, I have curly hair, but I did not go for the curly hair version. I went with the straight and wavy one because the curly one comes with kind of like a diffuser, but I don't wear my hair curly enough to make it worth, I think it was like an extra $50 just to have like the curly attachments, and I just didn't think that was worth it. So that's that. That wraps up the entire hair care section. One last thing I wanted to talk about, this is like kind of random, but Sephora does offer the Pura diffuser set on their website. The Pura diffuser set is a diffuser that plugs in, and it's actually like a smart diffuser, and you can connect it through Wi-Fi to your phone, and then you can control the diffuser on your phone. It comes with 2 cartridges, so you can have 2 different scents inside the diffuser, and then you can set up kind of like schedules. So like, let's say in the morning you want it to have more of like a fresh linen scent, and then at night you want to have like a lavender or something. You can set up schedules where it runs for 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours at night on the different scents. You can control the amounts of scent that's going out. So if you want to be more frugal about it and you want just like a light scent floating through, it's amazing. That thing is amazing. And that is on the Sephora website. So check and see. I haven't purchased it during the sale. I don't think. I may have. Go on there because that's something that I would recommend. Okay, so now we're going to get into the good stuff. We're going to talk about what's in Cait's cart. Okay, here's what I do when it comes to the Sephora sale is I put an embarrassing and alarming amount of products in my cart, and then I go through and make some cuts. So right now my cart is sitting at $1,500. I know you probably just screamed, I'm not going to spend $1,500 during this sale. What I do is I know that this sale occurs twice a year, so I actually put money aside every single month so I can spend around $500 twice a year at Sephora. And I know you're probably still screaming like, Cait, that's an alarming number. Are you mentally okay? The answer is 1, no, I'm not mentally okay. And B, sometimes I purchase gifts during that event. So the full $1,000 that I spend annually with Sephora, maybe isn't all for me. But even if it was, you guys, just let me live, okay? So let's talk about what I was looking at for the sale. First, we'll start with like skincare type things. Some of them are like borderline skincare, body care, but I just kind of plopped them together. The first one is Laneige has like a lip trio set that I thought was really cute, and I may save for Christmas gifts. I don't want it for myself because I just am not put together enough to remember to put that on before I go to bed, to be honest. The next one is Tatcha released like a silk sunscreen, and I love the Tatcha silk line for their like cleanser and moisturizer, so I was thinking this sunscreen would be really great. It is mighty pricey though, so I have a feeling that one's probably not going to make the cut, but it's in my cart currently and I'm thinking about it. The next one is the Glow Recipe Plump and Hydrate Duo. I just thought that was intriguing. I have personally not found a Glow Recipe item I don't like, so I want to sample out some of those value sets that I was telling you guys about to see if there's products that I want to grab a full size of. So what I tend to do is I grab those like value sets during the spring sale, and then I think about it and then put it in my cart if I like it, and then during the second sale of the year, I'll grab the full set if I end up liking it, if that makes sense. And I kind of did the same thing during the December sale. I usually grab a couple of the gift sets and then I add them to the full size of my cart in the spring sale. So I kind of use it as a rotation. The other one is another Glow Recipe one. It's a Blur and Smooth Duo. So I saw that, I thought that was cool, and I might grab that. The next one I have purchased in the past. This is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Cooling Gel Moisturizer. It's basically like it almost like looks like diaper cream. Like when you put it on, it has that like diaper cream consistency to it. It just like immediately like kind of covers your redness. So it's nice when I'm doing like the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I'll put that on to like eliminate a little bit more redness and then put the skin tint on top of it and get the coverage without feeling like I'm wearing a lot of foundation. I put that in the cart. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna make the cut. I liked it, but I don't know if I liked it enough to be able to eliminate other items I might want more, if that makes sense. The next one that I have is the Glow Recipe toner that I was talking about, the watermelon toner. I have that in my cart. I am most likely gonna be purchasing it because I had a smaller size from like a reward or something that I had, and I'm finally running out of that. So I think I want to repurchase the full size this time. The next one is the Olaplex Lash Lifting Bonding Serum or something like that. It's basically a lash serum. I don't know, you guys. It's very pricey, but the reviews look really, really good. And it says that it doesn't irritate your eyes and things like that. So I might end up springing for it because something needs to be done about these lashes. Okay, something needs to be done. And then the last one in the skincare is Drunk Elephant has a serum set. It's got 3 different serums. One of them is my TLC Framboos. Another one is like a vitamin C one I haven't tried. And then I think the other one is like a hydrating one. I'm thinking I might end up grabbing those 3 during this sale. I'm going to check my status on my TLC Framboos. I might end up grabbing that too because I think I'm kind of running low there. Okay, now let's talk fragrance. Okay, fragrance is the one that I'm like the most excited for. This happens to me every spring. Does it happen to you guys that you just want to like reinvent yourself and have all of these new scents? So I went and got my hair done at Ulta, and I sniffed some of the perfumes while I was there, which was an absolute mistake because now I want everything. The first one is the Burberry Goddess scent. Have you guys smelled that? Oh my word. I'm telling you, this is going to be another one of those things where you just take on an entirely new personality. I think this personality, she would have her life together. Her purse would probably be organized. She probably like matches her shoes to her purse. She probably actually remembers to text her friends back. She probably goes out and gets coffee with said friends. That is the type of vibe of the Burberry Goddess. So I just want to take on that personality with that scent, and I might be picking that up. However, when I was in high school, my like signature scent was the Dolce & Gabbana light blue. And every few years, because of nostalgia, I'll pick that back up and then I'll just like pretend like I'm teenage Cait again and I get to wear light blue. Well, when I went into Ulta, they had a new one, light blue summer vibes. It's even better than the original light blue. It was like almost like lighter because light blue is like on the masculine side if you've never smelt it before. But this one like kind of takes back on the masculine and adds a little bit more citrus. This is the personality of that one. It's like I'm going on a Greek vacation. I'm going on a cruise to Greece and I get to just like lay out with a big hat, you know, those like big hats that take up your entire life. And I have like a Nantucket basket bag and I have cute little gold sandals. Okay. And I'm wearing a maxi dress and I'm like laying out drinking like a limoncello martini. That is what's happening with that one. So I might end up grabbing that because it's got like the nostalgia, but also helps me reinvent myself. I know you guys are probably concerned with my mental state. I don't blame you. The next one is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl. This one is the blush edition. It's called like Blush Elixir, and the notes on it sounded very promising, and I just am obsessed with the bottle. To be honest, I want to purchase it just for the bottle. It's a stiletto. Do I own even a single pair of stilettos? Absolutely not. Absolutely, I do not. But I could own a stiletto in a perfume bottle and have it on the counter and pretend like I am sophisticated enough to be a stiletto wearer. And then the last but not least, this one is probably going to happen, is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. As I mentioned before, I haven't found a Kayali perfume I don't like yet. And during their Christmas sale, they had a Kayali discovery set, and it was like 7 different scents. And what you could do is like kind of, they encouraged you to kind of mix and match and be like your own chemist when it came with the scents. So the gelato one was the one that I found like complemented almost every single scent. So I just really love that one, and I'm probably going to end up grabbing it because I think it's the perfect like layering perfume. Don't I sound like I know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about, but that sounds like it would be legit. Like I probably just convinced you that I know about fragrance, but I absolutely do not. Okay. All right. And then the very last section we're going to talk about for what's in my cart is the hair care section. Okay. So Olaplex has been my favorite forever, and I really like their bonding moisture mask. So I have that in the cart, but it's never been like a holy grail for me. I never walk away after using it and being like, oh, my hair has completely transformed. So I have it in my cart, but I'm also looking at the Way. I don't know if I'm saying that brand correctly. They have a hair mask treatment that I might go with, and the reviews were really good on that. And it's a brand that I've heard of. I use their detoxifying shampoo, but I've never tried any of their other products. So any hoodles, we'll see if I end up going with that. I also have one that I've used in the past. It's the Jisoo hair mask in my cart. This is one that I would be like, that is a holy grail item, and I would purchase it, but they only have the miniature versions for some reason on the Sephora site right now. It's $25 for the mini. I'd rather just pay more and get like the full size product because I know I'm going to rip through the mini very fast. So I'm on the fence about whether or not I should grab that or if I should just try the new one and see if it possibly could be a holy grail. And then the very last product that I have in my cart right now, I've purchased before at the recommendation of my hairstylist. So if that holds any weight to you, it's the IGK Good Behavior Shampoo. First of all, let me just say the scent on this is phenomenal. I 100% recommend it. I didn't include it in my recommendations because I knew I was going to talk about it here and I was going to be like, I can just talk to you guys at the same time. The IGK Good Behavior Shampoo. This is what my hairstylist had recommended. I wash my hair twice a week. I used to wash it only once a week, which I know sounds crazy, but you can train your hair to do that. And when you have curly hair, it's kind of recommended. But now I've been working out a lot more, so I've increased it to I wash my hair twice a week. Her recommendation was 1 week or one hair washing session, do the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo, and then the other one, do the IGK Good Behavior. The Olaplex is more of a repairing type shampoo, and the IGK is more of a smoothing type shampoo. So I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds by alternating those. So my 2 sessions where I wash my hair every week, I use Olaplex once and then I use IGK on the other one. The IGK is a smoothing shampoo. It's not as hydrating as the Olaplex. I think that if I could only pick one, I would still pick Olaplex over IGK, but it's a very close race. And the smell on the IGK is so phenomenal that it's like literally right under the Olaplex just for the smell alone. But I don't feel like it strips my hair at all. It's still hydrating, just not as hydrating as Olaplex. But I do notice a difference when it comes to frizz and things like that. I'd love to try their conditioner, but I just feel ridiculous having 2 different shampoos and 2 different conditioners. That just seems wild to me, but maybe eventually we'll get to that point in my life. You guys, somehow I managed to forget to talk about my makeup picks for the sale, but there's actually only 3. So I already kind of touched upon the Tarte Maracuja lip balm. I'm going to be purchasing the shimmer version. I'm also definitely going to be grabbing the new luminous blush from Rare Beauty. It looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm on the fence, but I'm most likely going to grab the Fenty Beauty foundation stick. The reviews say you don't get much product for the price, but I'm hoping I'll love it anyways. I will have everything linked down below so you can look a little bit closer at them, but I just wanted to pop in here and share those with you. That is everything. Okay, so those are all of my recommendations for the sale, all of my tried and trues that I've done in the past, and then everything that's on like my wish list, what's in my Sephora cart for the Sephora spring sale. I would love to know, are any of the things that are in my cart, are you like gonna back them? Are you gonna tell me, Cait, just go for it, commit? Please let me know down below if you've smelled any of the smells or used any of the products and you're like, Cait, you got to go with that one. I have to start eliminating. The sale is almost here, you guys. So I need to start paring it down and getting it to the $500 mark. That's my goal. So I have about $1,000 worth of cuts to make. And it's probably going to mostly be in the fragrance area because seriously, I do not go out and people enough to own that many fragrances. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably where the majority of the cut is going to be. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this video was a little bit different, so we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me a chance and clicking on the thumbnail. I usually do grocery hauls, recipes, meal prep, things like that. But every so often, because I have a permit to do what I want, I sprinkle in videos like this or videos where I talk about the books that I read. I love talking about those. So you will see kind of a potpourri of content every so often over here. If you enjoyed my vibe, please feel free to check out the rest of my channel and consider subscribing before you leave. So to everyone, I hope that I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. Maybe I gave you some product recommendations or maybe you just laughed at how crazy I am. Whatever it was, I hope that I delivered and I hope that you have a magical day. Bye.